What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex here, and you're watching the Road to TF5. This is just a web series we're talking about Transformers 5. This is episode number 37. And before I begin this episode, I just gotta say happy birthday to the Robbie Zone. Happy early birthday, buddy. I know that it's on Wednesday, but I just want to say it today because you are that awesome. I gotta say it today in this episode, so I'd like to dedicate this episode to you, and hopefully you have a good one. And also, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. You've been following me for 3 years, and that is a lot of dedication and support from a fan. So really, really appreciate it. Keep on watching. We got a lot of great things happening in this channel. All right. So once again, happy early birthday, and thank you so much for the support. So I got a really quick episode for you guys. Not a lot of big updates. There hasn't been a whole lot going on. It's been hard to find information. So I'm just going to recap on something that has been revealed. Not officially, but it has been discovered, which is no surprise, that Transformers 5 will be filming in May. Surprise, surprise! Now this is not big news, to be completely honest, because we knew all this. We knew this. Alright, if you follow the production, Transformers 1, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, filming always takes place in May or June. Always. Okay? It always takes place in May or June because that is the exact amount of time they need for a summer release of the following year. They film for 3 to 4 months, and then they do post-production. And then Michael Bay, knowing Michael Bay, always manages to finish the film at the very last minute. If you don't believe me, watch the behind the scenes video or the Tokyo premiere of Revenge of the Fallen. He literally finished it hours before the premiere. Okay? So, and he likes to work that way. So, anyways, May of this year is when they start production, or rather principal photography, for Transformers 5. Now, how do we know all this? Well, it's because of a website that believe everything on the internet. But actually, you know what? It's quite true because of the way things work. This is the right amount of time. So we have a website called My World, myentertainmentworld.com, and it lists a lot of film productions that are happening. Okay, so for example, The Bachelors is a feature film that's filming in Los Angeles in March 21st of this year. The Walk of Life is a drama that's filming in Ontario in April. We got Ascension, which is filming in LA in March. And then moving on, we have Fences, which is filming in April, and Transformers 5, which is filming in May, but it doesn't tell you the location. Now, I am not surprised that they haven't told us the location. You know why? Because Michael Bay is learning from J.J. Abrams. Finally! And that is, J.J. Abrams is actually the absolutely best, along with Steven Spielberg, for keeping secrets. Alright? They are really good. And, you know, J.J. Abrams, in a way, is kind of like a protege of Steven Spielberg. But Steven Spielberg has taught him a lot. And that is, when you're working on something, you don't reveal anything. You give little teasers here and there, but you let the audience know that you've been working on something in the most surprising way. So Michael Bay is kind of following the J.J. Abrams route or way of doing things, and he is not giving anything away. You know what? We haven't even seen any announcement for supporting actors. We haven't seen any announcement for returning actors. All we know is that Mark Wahlberg is involved, and they will be filming in May, and they do not have a cast officially announced. Isn't that something? That tells you something. The fact that they don't even have any information out there, leaked or revealed or officially announced, you know, all that means something, and that is they are doing their best to keep the film under wraps. A lot of stuff has been going on behind the scenes. Just like the fact that Michael Bay revealed that he's working on Transformers 5. There was no official announcement. He said it himself, but the announcement never came from Paramount, it never came from Hasbro, it never came from any sort of representative from any of the studios. So, you know, that in itself tells you that this film, they're going to do their best to keep this film under wraps. Because Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon, so much stuff was leaked out. Freaking Revenge of the Fallen, tons of stuff was leaked out, all right? There was so much coverage on the production of these films, these Transformers sequels, and I think that it's going to be a little bit under wraps. But knowing Michael Bay, and Michael Bay is the king of freaking excess, there's gonna still be a lot of excess stuff out there. Because you just can't hide a Michael Bay production. You just can't. Especially when it's a Transformers film. A lot of the stuff has to be filmed outdoors. And if it's gonna be filmed in America, which it will be, Chicago, to name a city, it's going to be out there. People got camera phones. People got, you know, like there's security cam footage. All that stuff is going to be shown somehow, all right? Especially with Michael Bay doing huge explosions, it's going to be shown. And these cars are shiny, they're nice, they're brand new. The car companies are going to do some sort of official announcement as well. So they can't hide anything. But the fact is that it's filming in May. We just don't know where. One of the cities that Michael Bay is going to be filming in is Chicago. He's got a good relationship with the city, and the production brought in a lot of... it really added to the economy of the city. So, you know what? They're happy to have him back. Everything else, with regards to the filming, nothing is known. Mark Wahlberg is back. We know that Bumblebee is going to be back. Optimus Prime definitely going to be back. I'm pretty sure Western Star is involved. And they're not going to change that. I mean, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. So he's going to keep the Western Star design. Maybe it'll be an upgraded version of itself, but essentially it's still going to look the same. So that's all I really got to say in this video. All I know right now is that Transformers 5 is filming in May, and we're gonna stay glued to the internet to see what else we can find out. All right, because you know, even though he's keeping the production under wraps, there's still gonna be stuff that is gonna be found out. We're gonna find something out. There's also gonna be official announcements about cast members, because they don't just make a film without us not knowing who's gonna be in it. J.J. Abrams did produce a film called Cloverfield, where we knew nothing about until the first teaser came out. But all those actors were all unknowns, all right? So the fact is that they're going to get some knowns. You know, they've always had knowns in all of the Transformers films. And there's going to be an announcement, all right? As for the cars, we got to wait for the announcements from the car companies, or we just got to wait till we actually see them on set. Alright, so anyways, that's all I gotta say in this video. Let's create a little bit of discussion, and let's find out which characters would you like to see return. I mean, it's so easy to say all of them, but if I had to say a character, I guess it would be an Autobot that I'd like to see return. If all the other ones weren't coming back, I'd like to see Drift return. First of all, that Bugatti Veyron is awesome, but we got to see more of it in its alt mode form. Okay, as much as I love Crosshairs, Drift did not get a whole lot of screen time. He didn't get his moment to shine. I'd like to see him really exercise his skills as a swordsman, all right, a samurai Autobot, all right. I'd like to see more of that, all right. As for Decepticons, there are no really returning Decepticons, really, but we gotta see Cyclonus. We gotta see Cyclonus, man. Come on, bring on Cyclonus. Optimus Prime is flying to outer space, alright? So if they're really keeping within the lore of Transformers, if you're gonna bring in an outer space freaking Decepticon, bring in Cyclonus and make him look cool. Alright, anyways, that's all I gotta say in this video. We're gonna have more updates, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter if you want to have a direct conversation with me. Send me a direct tweet. I'll respond back. And also, I am on Instagram and I post photos. Okay. Also, there is a Facebook page, The Ragin Nation. Look it up and like that page for all kinds of awesomeness. And there you have it. That's all I got to say in this video. And I'll see you next time on episode 38. Stay tuned. Peace. What's going to happen? Is it just some... you know, some filming for some small scenes here and there. There's no word that there's going to be any big stunts or